quickly realize that literally everything is given to you for free, and all the people around you are your best resource. And you need to, another thing you need to realize is, how do I say this? Literally, what I just said. Your relationship with yourself, your relationship with life is so important. Your relationship with God, if you will. Your relationship to Krishna, your relationship to Shiva, your relationship to Brahma, your relationship to Buddha, your relationship to whatever the fuck God, Oshun, your relationship to the highest form of existence is so important. And you need to get that depth in your life, because when you don't know how to utilize the very resources that is around you. And let me tell you, the best resource that you have is a human that can speak the same exact language as you. That's so important, because this is why some people who don't have that depth, they rather have animals around, they rather have cats, or they rather have nobody around. It goes two ways. It's either because they're emotionally and mentally intelligent and they get in triggers with everybody around them, or it's the vice versa. Nobody around them really understands enough, so they operate differently. But my point is that, like, you see, people are your best resource. Everything is already free. So you got to work with people who speak your language and move the way you move in order to get things done and find a way for all y'all to work together. If you cannot do such a simple thing, then you don't understand something. Because here's the thing, right now they got us wanting to use each other as form of payments. So we don't see the value in each other. When literally, I'm gonna tell you something right now. When I say everything is freaking free, you need to get that across your freaking skull. That's one of the biggest realizations ever. And when you realize that, you start to utilize the reality like that. Give which was given unto you. You got this fucking sunlight for free every day. You got the fucking earth giving food to you for free every day. Your life was free. So when you give that, you become the best resource unto those around you, and they learn from that, and then they want to give that back, and then we all give in this energy, because that's how it naturally works already. So why is that so important? Because if you don't move that way, like a community, like the cells in your body not charging the other cells, then you're gonna fucking take from everything around you and destroy it. And you're gonna gather these mentalities that's gonna fester up inside of your brain and your mind, and then you're gonna separate yourself from the rest of existence and people around you. And then when you don't get a chance to say or do the things that's festering up in your mind, which is negative, because you're taking in negative, you start to not to really understand why the fuck you feel the way you feel. So then you're gonna have to isolate again. But now imagine this simple understanding. Now, your life was free, like I said before. You know that everything was free. So you say, you know what? If I'm gonna help someone, I'm just gonna give it to them. And I'm gonna ask them for help, so that they can have everything they need. I have everything that I need. We have everything we need together, and then now we can work together to make more, right? And then we can have that more to give to everybody else, right? Nobody feels like they're in lack. No one feels like they're fucking don't have, and no one feels like they can't or anything like that, because everything was already fucking given to you. Now, when you take a deep breath in, you're taking, and then you exhale. You're giving it back, already paid for. Everything is already paid for. Shut the fuck up. Everything is already paid for. Understand that. When you eat some food, you're taking. And then once you take a shit, you're giving it back. People come in your life. You take them. Oh, that's mine. She's mine. One day she dies or she's gone. Gotta give it back. Even within you, you gotta give it back. You gotta release it. You gotta let go. Right? You gotta let it go. Let that shit go. You gotta give it back, because everything is already paid for in existence. This is one of the deepest wisdoms that will free you. You need to give that which was given unto you. You didn't pay this to have the main things that really matter in this existence. And yes, we know that this can help you, but you gotta know the boundary, and you gotta know how to work around it. If you don't know how to work around it, then you're not moving, not necessarily with God. You don't know how God really works. You think God works just through the money. If you got a close connection to God, then God's gonna give you the money that brings everything closer to you. But it's not true. We already know that. I don't have to fucking reiterate that. So if you know how to utilize yourself internally, and others than you are, you're rich. You see, if you don't know how to have a good relationship genuinely with yourself and others, you're really poor. You can have all the money in the world, you can be the poorest motherfucker, you don't have nothing. You don't have the friends and family. Actually, you have people who are just putting up with you because they have to understand that you're in a hurt place and you really don't necessarily know how to operate. So they're gonna feel for you, and they're gonna still give you love if they're really some good people. So they're gonna be like, dang, I see him, like, you know what, we're gonna love him because this is what he actually needs, right? But it doesn't mean that they will choose you to be around if they have the choice. And that makes all the difference. No one needs to choose you though. But then that's why everyone goes into, well, I don't need anybody. This is always true, but this is not, again, how your cells in your body work. This is not how everything in nature works. Get it together, people. Your mental and your emotional maturity matters so much more than anything else in this universe. And that is how your soul is choosing to experience. So your soul came here to experience the mind, the body, and the spirit, and all of that, the emotions and all of that. So you got to align those things all together so that you can be in harmony with yourself and others around you. Then you will experience the riches of the riches. Anywhere you go, there you are, right? So then you will literally attract whatever the fuck you attract, but you will show others what you are. You will show yourself what you are. This is richness. Another way to understand the depth, because you see, if you don't understand the value of each individual character, even a person walking past you in your life, even the fucking pillar that's you're walking near in your life, even the fucking birds, then you really won't understand the richness of existence again. Because now I'm going to show you another reason why other people are literally valuable. Because when people are in your life and you're getting triggered by them, that's some richness right there. That's something coming up for you. That's something that you need to learn through. That's something that wasn't there before previously, and now you get to learn about it, and you get to become the best version of yourself because of it. Because if you didn't know that was going to come up for you, it was going to come up eventually, then now that you know yourself a little bit more, this person just helped you understand yourself a little bit more if you didn't already know that, and they're helping you master yourself because you get the opportunity to change that. But if you don't know that you can change that, and you don't care to, and you don't give a fuck about the value within yourself. You don't give a fuck about what this energy is coming up within yourself enough. You just want it to come up, you just want it to go, and you don't want to do anything with it. Let that shit, just let it be, let it keep happening, and identify with it. But you see, if you treat yourself like that, you're gonna treat everybody else like that. You're gonna assume, oh yeah, he's the same. Well, because he or she is that way, I'm not gonna fucking be with them. I'm not gonna be nowhere near them, right? You push them away. And you're going to push the whole world away. The whole world away. But you see, when you start to say to yourself, okay, this is coming up within myself. Okay, I understand why is this coming up? Where's this coming from? Oh, I see that. Damn, I didn't know that. I didn't know that was about. I didn't know I was like that. Damn, that's crazy that happened. This person, they came, so now I understand they didn't intentionally mean to make me feel that way. Actually, they couldn't have possibly even knew that I was going to feel that way. So now that I see that they have helped me see myself in such a depth way, that experience is much more valuable than I thought. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to learn to change the way that I react to my own reactions. Change the way I respond to my own reactions, and I'm gonna become the best version of myself. And next time if this comes up when somebody else comes up or the same person comes, I'm gonna be a whole nother person. They're not even gonna see it coming, you know. And now it's because I decided to give myself that opportunity. You see, that much can come from anybody in your life, but if you don't see the value, then you don't care. You don't care enough. You see, to you, if what value only is what you can get, then you don't value the exhales. Something that's so important. Oh my greatness. When you're doing a handstand, when you're running, when life gets hard, you only care about the inhales. You only care about what you can get. Don't you know you have to exhale? Don't you know you have to give back? Don't you know? You can't go nowhere without giving back. If you don't give back, the universe is gonna force it out of you. It's gonna squeeze it out of you. You hear me? Let me say that again. If you don't give back, the universe is gonna force it out of you. And if you give too much, the universe is gonna force you to fucking take. You have to receive. You have no choice. Go Go outside. Receive something you didn't expect to receive. Depending upon your perception, that will be beautiful. You see? You're not connected to life if you don't realize this, man. You're not that connected. You still got some distortions to bleed through, and that's okay, because we all got that. I'm just here to remind you, because I see it in these fucking trees and these fucking, I'm channeling for it. I'm just a channel. The very words that I speak does not necessarily feed my ego. They're coming out of me with fucking passion, because my ego has been grafted by this fucking information and these wisdoms and these understandings. So now I just speak this shit with passion. Hello?